And today we wanted to show you how the mulch bucket attachment goes on your Scag V-Ride. Now the procedures are the same for the Scag V-Ride 2 and the Scag V-Ride XL. Now you'll receive a parts checklist so you can visually see and make sure all of your parts are there when you receive your package. Now let's get started. We're going to put on this receiver. You'll have to remove the 4 existing bolts that are already on your machine, and then we'll just line it up just like that. We'll put one in on that side and one in on this side. We've added in the receiver and we've hand tightened everything. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten them down completely with the impact, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Now that you have the receiver tightened down, we're going to go ahead and slide the frame and yoke onto the receiver. This is the easiest way to install all the rest of the components. Just pick it up, line it right up in here, just like that. Drop your pins, lock it back. Grabbing the heat shield right here. Just got to lay this back onto your mower. Set it on in place. Go ahead and take these parts out of here. Put them off to the side. We'll use those in a minute. Step, we're just going to go ahead and set this on, line it up, and start putting in the bolts that need to go in. Now that we've got the bucket on there, we're going to start putting in these bolts that you've gotten in your kit. The way I like to do it, I like to just kind of dump them all out right there, and then start with the first hole. First one in. Now let's go to the other side here. Kind of line it up, get it down in. Now we're not going to push them all the way down in. We'll take a rubber mallet after we kind of get them all lined up, and we're just going to tap them down in there because they have a countersink point. So we have all the bolts in. We're going to go ahead and tap them down with the rubber mallet, and then we'll flip it up and put all the washers and nuts on. So now we're going to go ahead and tip it up. Make sure it doesn't fall out when you tip it. And then you can go ahead and start putting on your washers and your lock nut. Go ahead and tighten these down. This is a 9/16 socket. We're going to do this with the impact. So when tightening those down, a couple of these push back through. Not a big deal at all. We'll just go over to this other side, take the rubber mallet and tap them back in. Make sure they're lined up. Then just go. Okay, so let's try that again on these. Not a big deal at all. We've got to tighten it back down. We're going to install the handle. Go ahead and put this through just like this. Add the washer, and then we're going to start this lock nut on here. We're going to bring the Allen wrench, the 9/16, like that. Now you can tighten it to different tightnesses to match how you want the handle to feel. The latch is going to be the final step. We're going to go ahead, put it down in this channel just like that. I'll flip the bucket down just kind of for reference to figure out where the latching point is. As you can see, when the handle's all the way down, you want it to kind of match up a little bit like that, right there. Now we're going to flip the bucket back up. We're going to install the bolt. So on this model, there's no nut on the other side. On the Scag V-Ride 2, there's going to be a nut on the other side. Now that we have the latch installed, we're going to go ahead and flip this down. Make sure everything locks in there, just like that. It's a nice tight fit. And there you have it. This mulch bucket is installed and ready for use.